What's up, y'all? Welcome to the video, man. So as y'all come in, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If this happened to be your first video of mine that you came across, hold that notification bell so you can get all notifications. Now check this out, everybody. As everybody coming into this video, I want you to hear me clearly. I do not have no sources of any sort. By the way, my name is Mr. No Sources. But news came out earlier, a few hours ago, right? Mike Coppinger reported the Errol Spence Terence Crawford undisputed welterweight championship fight is in jeopardy due to lingering contract issues. Sources tell ESPN. So we got Mike Coppinger and Max Kellerman on a looks like a video call, on Max Kellerman show or whatever. So let's listen to what they got to say.
Cop, 2 weeks ago, you reported that Terence Crawford, Errol Spence was close to being made, but we still don't have a deal. What's the latest?
Max, we're getting further away than ever before. It was targeted for November 19th. I am told that if it does happen now, it's going to get pushed into either December or January. And the issue, Max, I am told, is that there are disagreement in the contract over event expenses and basically transparency related to those expenses. Terence Crawford agreed to take the short end of the split and work off of no guarantee, and he wants to be able to just, have some transparency there related to it, since he's going to be working off of the net revenue. And so far, they have been unable to clear this up. It feels like Al Heyman is holding up the deal right now. He advises Spence. Spence wants it. Crawford wants it. And for Crawford to agree to work off of just a purse split shows you how badly he wants this, in my opinion.
Hold on a second. You mean to tell me, because anyone who follows the way, Hollywood or anything, there's no such thing as the net. It's all the growth. I mean, certainly if you don't have oversight of the books, right, approving expenses, or certainly at least knowing where all the money's going, no one would ever agree to a net. The fact that Crawford's, you work off the gross. But if you're working off the net, then certainly if what you're reporting is accurate, then Crawford would be out of his mind not to insist on that. And you're telling me that that's what's holding it up, that Al Heyman, who's advising Errol Spence, is not giving Terence Crawford oversight over expenses or giving him transparency to the books, of the books. He's not letting him take a look at the books. And that's why Crawford won't sign? Because that sounds to me, Mike, like a duck. That sounds like Al Heyman doesn't think that his guy is going to win and is ducking Terence Crawford.
Yeah, this is a mess right now, Max. I mean, they're trying to work through it. They thought they had a deal, and they need transparency over the expenses, because Crawford, that's how much Crawford's going to make, right? This is a massive fight, as you've said over and over. Crawford wants to make sure he's being taken care of course. And it's different, right? Errol Spence is on the Al Heyman side. He's with PBC. He's a big star in his own right. Crawford's looking for some transparency in good faith, and so far, they have not been able to come to terms on that.
Now, what we gonna do as fans, right? We is gonna dissect the information we was given and go based upon that, the information. So, first of all, what I'm not gonna do is say Al Heyman is to blame, because I ain't never even heard Black Al Heyman do a fucking interview. I never even seen Al Heyman, unless you look up a picture on Google. You ain't never even seen them. Why the fuck am I gonna blame Al Heyman? 2, right? Before I say some of the most ignorant shit y'all ever heard, I'm from the middle of St. Louis, and where it's very treacherous in St. Louis. If you don't know nothing about St. Louis, and this is one of the most racist place you've ever been. We was the last state to abolish slavery. Now, with that being said, I had to get that out the way. First of all, man, well, second of all, it's 2 things I never seen. 1, I never seen a white motherfucker lose a job. I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it 100, man. I never seen a white motherfucker in Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman say Errol Spence and Al Heyman is a duck. I never seen. You can't listen to Al. You can't listen to Max Kellerman. I like Master Kellerman, but we can't listen to him. I never seen the white motherfucker lose a job. You always see them motherfuckers leave. They just leave and go on to a bigger company. Yeah, I never seen the motherfucker. You never downgrade. You either pivot or you go up. You never downgrade. This motherfucker is on some side show. He's not on First Take no more, which was the biggest goddamn rated show in sports media. So it was obviously ESPN First Take let his ass go for a fucking reason. Got his ass the fuck up out of there. 2, Mike Carpenter. I never seen a white motherfucker with no job. It's crazy. Where the fuck do Mike Carpenter reside? Who does he work for, man? If he don't work for PBC, Showtime, motherfucking Steven Espinosa, Al Hamm, then he don't know a goddamn thing. He knows just as much as us fans. And them fake ass sources he be having. That's why I always say I'm Mr. No Source, because you got motherfuckers like Mike Carpenter who always talking about they got sources, knowing damn well they ain't got no damn source. All right? 3. All right? 3. All right? So this dissect what these guys was saying, man. They started off the show, right? Ain't Mike Carpenter the same motherfucker that told us 3 weeks ago that the deal was near finalization for November 19th, right? So now, he's come back 2 weeks later telling us, the people, that the fight is further away than it ever been. Why the fuck is we listening to him? I'm just saying, man, that shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. What we gonna do over here, we gonna use common sense. Like I said, we're gonna use common sense and we gonna be logical about this situation. 4, they say, hey, Terence Crawford want to look at the books. I ain't never heard a motherfucking fighter not signing a contract. So obviously it sounds like Terence Crawford still hasn't signed a contract. I never heard a fighter say they want to look at the books. What the fuck is Terence Crawford, a goddamn lawyer? Like, why do he need to look at the books? Answer me this. I got plenty of questions, right? Answer me this. If this is the truth about this situation, have Errol Spence ever wanted to look at the books? Answer me that shit. Have Errol Spence ever wanted to look at the books? Since Terence Crawford won't look at these fucking books so bad. Right? So, that sounds funny to me. Let's say Errol Spence never wanted to look at the books. Now, all of a sudden, Terence Crawford coming over this bitch, he want to look at the books. Nigga, who the fuck is you, man? What the fuck is going on, man? All right, 5. This is another question. Right? Cause Mike Carpenter came out last couple of weeks talking about during deal was hold up because of some other shit, but then we end up finding out Daniel Cunningham is a mobster who got connections with Terence Crawford, and he part of the reason why the fight wasn't getting made. So if that's the case, right? And Terence Crawford, said he took 35%, all this extra ass shit they said he took, right? So if he took all that, right, and then all of a sudden we finally get Daniel Cunningham out the fucking way, make sure he ain't in the mix, right? If he ain't in the mix no more, soon we find out he ain't in the mix no more, all of a sudden Terence Crawford say, fuck it, I don't want no guarantee. Just show me the books. How the fuck do that make sense, bro? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. How come soon we get Daniel Cunningham out the way, you don't stick with what you had? What you had, you know what I'm saying, said you was gonna take, and you just sign and shit, and then it's a go. See what I'm saying? That don't make sense at all, bro. So That's bullshit. That's one of my questions. Answer me that. You know what I'm saying? If Daniel Kinahan was the problem, boom, soon we got him out the way. What happened to the 35%? 35, what, 65? What happened to that? So if that was the case, then why not go back to what you know what I'm saying, said you was gonna take it, then boom, you know what I'm saying? Then you can't hand out the way down, we got to fight. So that's how you know. That's some weird shit, right? But what else? What else I got to say? What else do you motherfuckers say? So at the end of the day, it all comes to this, right? So basically what you telling me is, how could Errol Spence be ducking if you telling me that Terence Crawford, you basically saying Terence Crawford won't sign the contract, but then with the same mouth that you suck dick with, you telling me that Terence Crawford want to see the books and Al Heyman won't let him. How the fuck do that make sense, bro? It don't. So that's why we gotta dissect the information instead of running with what some motherfuckers and told us. We got one white man right here who got fired. I never seen a white man get fired. We got another white man that don't even have a job. None of this whole situation don't even add up right here. See what I'm saying? This shit don't even add up. We got one white motherfucker that got fired. When they usually don't get fired, they just go to a bigger company. Then we got another white motherfucker, they ain't got no fucking job. And then we put these motherfuckers together, and you think we supposed to listen to what the fuck they talking about and believe this shit. Come on, man, stop playing, man. I'm gonna wait. We gonna wait to see, cause last time this motherfucker Mike Collinger came out with some news, Errol Spence put up an emoji, the like the rolling eyes, the sigh emoji. So he's like, oh, here we go with this fuck shit again. Because he can't really speak on negotiations because he's still in negotiations. So that's why he got dropped little shit here and there. He said something else where he was like, you want me to respond to some bullshit that, yeah, I heard on YouTube talking about the Bernie and all that shit that they were saying that they was signed the contract and they waiting on Errol Spence. I thought Bud already signed the motherfucking contract. Now he ain't. So which one is it? He signed the contract, we waiting on Errol Spence, or did the nigga fucking not sign the contract because he want to see the books? So which one is it, bro? This shit don't add up. So you stupid motherfuckers want us to come out here and go in on Errol Spence and call him and Al Heyman the duck because you lying. Bernie and them, all these motherfuckers said they took the 35%, but now all of a sudden you telling us he don't want the 35%. He just want to see the books. What? Hey, listen to this shit one time, man.
Weeks ago, you reported that Terence Crawford, Errol Spence was close to being made,
You heard me?
but we
Yeah.
still don't have a deal. What's
Thought
the
you said he was
latest?
close to May and Terence Crawford signed for the 35%.
Max, we're getting further away than ever before. It was targeted for November 19th. I am told that if it...
Another thing. They said the fight was November 19th. The moment it passed September 19th, because from September to November is 2 months. So these guys, these fighters this common sense need 8 weeks of training to head into a fight. So once that bitch passed September 19th, it was no longer November the 19th regardless, bro. So now, nigga, we know it ain't November 19th no more. So now it pushed back. It's either the end of November or it's going to be in December. Or after that.
happen now, it's going to get pushed into either December or January. And the issue, Max, I am told, is that there are disagreement in the contract over event expenses and basically transparency related to...
Fuck this nigga. This is my take on the situation. I think Terence Crawford still holding up the fight. I think the fact that he was over there with Top Rank getting spoon-fed in ways he was getting spoon-fed, he was getting guaranteed in situations like that. So he's coming over here to Al Heyman, right? I don't have no sources, right? So he coming over here to Al Heyman, and they have to school this motherfucker on how this shit go and how they do business. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys got like LLCs and shit like that. So that it's money that's not showing up on Forbes lists and things like that. It's not getting reported that you have to pay taxes on. And now you got this motherfucker Terence Crawford coming around this bitch. He won't look at the books because he don't understand what the fuck is going on. That's my take on the situation. So Bud still holding up the fight. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You ain't already subscribed, man. Don't listen to these motherfuckers, man. They don't know a goddamn thing. They know just as much as us. It is what it is, man. I'm out, y'all. Deuces.